Today we're diving into the top 20 grocery products you need to stockpile before the start of February. February can be unpredictable, with weather events potentially disrupting your grocery runs. Being prepared is crucial, so let's make sure your pantry is stocked and ready for anything. Let's get right into it. First up, we've got dried beans. These little gems are a pantry staple that you absolutely need to have on hand. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and each type brings its own unique flavor and texture to your dishes. Don't even think about giving me that canned rubbish. Sure, they might be convenient, but they just don't compare to the real deal. Canned beans are often loaded with sodium and preservatives, and they lack the rich, hearty taste of dried beans. Dried beans are your best friend when it comes to stocking up. They're cheap, they last for bloody ages, and they're packed with protein. Plus, they're incredibly versatile. You can store them in jars or containers, and they'll be ready whenever you need them. Lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans, black beans, get a variety in there. Each type of bean has its own nutritional profile, so mixing them up ensures you get a range of vitamins and minerals. Plus, it keeps your meals interesting and flavorful. You can use them for chilies, stews, soups, salads, you name it. They add a hearty texture and absorb the flavors of whatever you're cooking. Imagine a warm, comforting bowl of chili on a cold day, or a refreshing bean salad in the summer. Get these soaking the night before, and you'll be thanking me later. Soaking not only reduces cooking time, but also makes the beans easier to digest. Just leave them in a bowl of water on the counter overnight, and they'll be ready to cook the next day. Trust me, once you start using dried beans, you'll never go back to canned. Next up, we've got pasta, a pantry staple for God's sake. It's cheap, versatile, and it lasts forever. Don't be boring with it, though. We're not talking just spaghetti here. Penne, fusilli, farfalle. Get adventurous. You can use pasta for anything from a simple aglio e olio to a fancy seafood linguine. Now let's talk canned meats. I know what you're thinking. Canned meat? That's disgusting. But listen up, you muppet. Canned tuna, salmon, chicken, even Spam in a pinch can be lifesavers. They're packed with protein. They last for bloody ages and they require zero cooking. Keep a few cans in your pantry for those days when you're short on time or fresh ingredients. Peanut butter. Get your protein fix. Peanut butter, you glorious, nutty goodness. This is a must-have in any pantry. It's packed with protein, healthy fats, and it's absolutely delicious. Have it on toast, crackers, or straight from the jar, I don't judge. Just make sure you get the natural kind, without any added sugar or hydrogenated oils. Instant oatmeal, don't be a lazy slop. But, look, I'm not a fan of instant anything, I get it. The idea of something being instant often means it's not the healthiest or the tastiest option out there. But let's be real, sometimes life gets hectic. You wake up late, you're rushing to get out the door, and you need a quick and easy breakfast option. That's where instant oatmeal comes in. It's a lifesaver for those crazy mornings when you just don't have the time to cook a full meal. It's cheap, it lasts for ages, and it's a decent source of fiber. Plus, it's super convenient to have on hand. Just make sure you choose the plain kind and add your own toppings. The flavored ones often come with a lot of added sugar and artificial ingredients. Instead, go for fresh, wholesome additions like fruit, nuts, or a drizzle of honey. This way, you control what goes into your breakfast, making it both healthier and tastier. So, don't be a lazy slop, but don't stress yourself out either. Instant oatmeal can be a balanced part of your morning routine if you do it right. Honey liquid gold for your pantry. Honey, the nectar of the gods. This stuff never goes bad, you hear me? Never. It's a natural sweetener that can be used in countless ways. Add it to your tea, your yogurt, your oatmeal, or even your salad dressings. And if you're feeling adventurous, try making a honey-glazed ham. You can thank me later. Cooking oils, the essentials. Listen, you can't cook anything decent without a good cooking oil. Olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, these are your weapons of choice. Use them for frying, baking, roasting, or even just drizzling over your finished dishes. And for God's sake, don't even think about using that rancid vegetable oil. Shelf-stable milk. No fridge? No problem. Fresh milk is always best, but let's be realistic, it doesn't last forever. That's where shelf-stable milk comes in. UHT milk, powdered milk, even canned milk. They all have their place in a well-stocked pantry. Use them for baking, cooking, or just having a cup of tea without having to run to the shop every 5 minutes. Can soup your secret weapon? Canned soup gets a bad rap, and frankly, some of it deserves it. But a well-chosen can of soup can be a lifesaver on a busy night. Look for low-sodium options with minimal ingredients. You can always jazz them up with fresh herbs, spices, or a dollop of cream. Rice, baby. This is another pantry staple that should always be in stock. It's cheap, it lasts forever, and it's incredibly versatile. White rice, brown rice, wild rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice. The possibilities are endless. Use it for stir-fries, curries, risottos, or even just as a side dish. Now let's talk about snacks. You can't be snacking on crisps and chocolate all the time. Freeze-dried fruits are a great option for a healthy and convenient snack. They're packed with nutrients and they last for ages. Plus, they're great for adding to trail mixes, yogurt, or even your breakfast cereal. Canned chili is another one of those pantry staples that can save your life on a busy night. It's hearty, it's flavorful, and it's ready in minutes. Look for low-sodium options with minimal ingredients, and don't be afraid to add your own spices to taste. Serve it with rice, cornbread, or just eat it straight from the can, I don't care. Look, I know I've already talked about rice, but instant rice and quinoa deserve their own category. They're quick cooking, they're convenient, and they're a good source of carbohydrates. Keep a few pouches in your pantry for those days when you're short on time. Jams and jellies aren't just for toast, you know. They're great for adding a touch of sweetness to yogurt, oatmeal, or even salad dressings. Choose natural varieties without high fructose corn syrup, and don't be afraid to get creative with the flavors. Granola bars are a convenient and portable snack that can be a lifesaver when you're on the go. But let's be honest, most granola bars are just glorified candy bars. Look for options with whole grains, nuts, and seeds, and try to avoid those with added sugars and hydrogenated oils. Nuts are a great source of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Keep a variety of nuts on hand for snacking or adding to trail mixes, yogurt, or salads. Almonds, cashews, walnuts, pecans, the possibilities are endless. Dehydrated meals aren't just for camping trips. They're a great option to have on hand for emergencies, power outages, or those nights when you just can't be bothered to cook. Look for options with minimal ingredients and low sodium content. You never know when you might need to whip up a batch of cookies or a loaf of bread. Make sure you have all the essential baking supplies on hand, including flour, sugar, yeast, baking powder, baking soda, and vanilla extract. If you have a baby or toddler, make sure you always have enough formula, baby food, and snacks on hand. These essential items can be difficult to find in an emergency, so it's very important to be well prepared. Now, I've given you my top 20 pantry staples, but don't be afraid to personalize your stockpile based on your own needs and preferences. If you love canned fruit, stock up. If you're a vegetarian, make sure you have plenty of plant-based protein sources. The most important thing is to be prepared and have enough food on hand to last you through any situation. There you have it, you bunch of hungry hippos. My top 20 grocery items to stockpile before February. These essentials will keep you well fed and ready for anything. Remember, a well-stocked pantry is a happy pantry. It's not just about having food, it's about having the right food. And a happy pantry means a happy chef. When you have everything you need at your fingertips, cooking becomes a joy rather than a chore. And trust me, you don't want to see me when I'm hangry. Avoid those frustrating moments by staying prepared. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks. Your support helps us bring you the best content. Stay prepared and see you next time. Keep your pantry stocked, your kitchen happy, and your family well fed. Until then, happy cooking and happy eating.